Going to be really high energy. Guild we've seen have super explosive style of play as well. Their early rounds and their early games as well have been generally pretty stellar from what I have seen and casted at least as well. So I want to see if we can keep that up. They've also had some difficult opponents thus far in the season, is that neither of these teams have had a particularly easy run through, I don't think. So yeah. Exciting stuff. It's good to see everyone getting in the zone, getting themselves ready for the match ahead as well. Now, what are you expecting from this?
Oh, it's a bit of a toss-up, you know. I would favor bigger keeper in this. I really like Guild. I hope they could make it competitive, maybe go in 2-1 in the end. But right now, I think bigger keeper, they've got this momentum behind them, so I'm going to have to go with the bigger keeper.
I am going to have to agree with you there. I like to play a little bit of the underdog sometimes, but bigger keeper have just been so dominant, so stellar recently that it would be, you know, what my heart says and what my brain's telling me, two separate things. I'm going to have to go with the stats on this one, you know. I am with the one and only stat guy, so follow your head. And yeah, so that'll be my prediction. I am quite curious to see maybe what Twitch chat thinks as well, because I have a feeling that Twitch chat might agree with us here as well. Oh, or maybe they don't. That's interesting. I've said we've had a lot of 50-50s recently. A lot of dead even splits and not even like close splits. Exactly even, which is insane to think about.
Well, I think they get a bit scared because after that matchup between the bears and the pigeons, you would think a pigeon would get swatted by a bear, but the pigeon plucked the bear's eyes out and took it down. So maybe Guild could possibly turn the tide. You never know. But we'll have to wait and see because 50-50, it's literally a coin toss. And when I was going into this matchup, I was also a bit of a 50-50, not quite too sure. But I think from the onset, I think Bigger Keeper have won on the veto side. I didn't expect Guild to be the one to pick into Mirage. I thought they would come out with Ancient first. Both teams have played it about 14 times in the past 3 months. And they both won 11 out of those 14. So it's literally dead even. But from what I've seen from Anubis on the side of Guild, they 13-0'd Astralis. The next game was on the... No, was it? Yeah, it was. No, on Ancient. I was thinking about Ancient. I'm getting confused. But that game on Anubis... Yeah, that game on Anubis was close against Astralis. But Astralis turned up the heat there. But we go into Mirage. Lovely, lovely Mirage.
I'm a big Mirage fan. But I said, yeah, during Trader FE Masters, these two teams played each other directly. And in all fairness, that wasn't too long ago, and it was 13-5 to Bigger Keeper. So I really want to see some early, strong rounds coming out from Guild here. It's their T side, so maybe a little bit unfavored, but if they can put something on the board, if they can start this off with a crazy pistol round, I think the sky is the limit potentially, and I at least want to see them do better than the 13-5 we've seen previously from them.
Well, the mind games have already started. Look at this setup from Bigger Keeper. A lot of favors towards B.
Oh!
Giuliano?
Two back-to-back, going for more as well. Gets the third and is hunting. There's two either side. He's running out of bullets. Unfortunately, has to run away. Reload gets away with that life. Still spamming. Gets another one. Almost the ace. Anna just gonna slip away. Stop that ace in its tracks. But that bomb planted. Nobody left to defend it, however. There's a kit available. Just be coming on through. Anna gets the kill onto the defuser as well, but all she wrote. Plenty of time for the defuse, but Giuliano, what a way to open this.
That double fadeaway, 2-tap headshots, that was just absolutely crazy scenes. I did not expect that. We had two players locked in jungle. They couldn't actually really get out just yet. And look at that. How does she find those two? And then just gets that one in Palace, just tapping away. Gets the final one. A bit messy here on the final one, but gets the kill. Nearly gets the ace. She must be fired up right now.
I would be as well. But that bomb plant gonna award them a very snazzy buy here. So big if they thought they were getting an easy second round. Well, they are not. Actually, they're already saying in some situations, I think maybe at a slight disadvantage. Utility looking very strong here for Guild. 7, here's all of the nades raining down around her. And you are up in window, always a little bit of a difficult position. You're either smoked off, molotoved off, or naded to Kingdom Come. It's such an important position. Juliano gonna creep around the outside of the smoke, sees the utility being thrown. Here's the gunfire, gets the angle on T7, not quite able to as they slip round the corner, and it's Pullux with the opening kill, and they're rushing towards this B site. Reinforcements on their way, however.
Juliana literally invested everything. She had so much money after that quad kill on the first pistol, and she falls with all her utility, an M4A1S, and it's a 4v2, now a 4v1, and a 4v0. Guild come up with a recovery round for the ages.
That is incredible, and that's so devastating to the CT economy as well. I'm sure you probably have a bit of a better person to talk about this than I am, but how badly it ruins and hurts the economy for, well, really the first quarter of the map, if you think about it, when you lose that conversion round after forcing in.
Like, it's already very, very difficult to get the recovery round after losing the pistol. It's a bit easier on the T side with how the way the economy works, because rifles are a lot more cheaper. The only one that actually has a bit of cash going to the next round was Xana, because she only had a P250. She was wise. She thought, oh, Guild are not going to buy up. They might just buy some armor, maybe not a helmet or something like that, and she can get some quick taps. But alas, that one rifle that should have made all the difference in the hands of Juliana, and she had so much utility that she could have thrown a molly onto short and just blocked the push from going any further. But it's just, she just gets crowded and surrounded. She falls, and it's just going to be an all-out mid-brawl. Look at all the mollies and smokes.
They're just going really uncontested here as well. Nobody's playing connector. And of course, window smoked off means they are just allowed to run away with themselves a little bit here.
Paulie and Kit Kat playing a bit of ring around the Rosie.
I was going to say that I don't know if they'll expect this flank. That bomb has gone down, so they definitely will be maybe having a bit of a look at it when they go for post-bombs.
A tissue, a tissue. Kit Kat falls down dead.
Paulie, gotta be careful though. Location now known. Kyosa battling on both sides there, and it's gonna be Pullux that takes them down. D7 knows that there is one hiding ramp now. Paulie, we talked about this flank, but is just gonna try and run away with that rifle. Anna, however, gonna be going around the other side, pincering it. They do not want to let her take this into the next round. Definitely got a more ideal weapon for this angle. Does Paulie gets the first as well. Gonna get the second. And actually, been very expensive here for Guild, even when they do win. Gonna recover the A1S. Save that one over instead of keeping hold of that AK.
Look at the economy. It's still, this is the CT economy for you in CS2. It's just absolutely in dire straits. It's just, it's a catastrophe. Feels like the Wall Street crash all over again.
Is cost of living crisis over here in Mirage, where unfortunately it is another round without rifles for Big. That should probably be a nice easy round for Guild. They've just got to try and minimize casualties now.
The reason on opposite sides of the map this entire game so far. Big have gone B, Guild have gone A. Guild go through mid to B. Big are on A.
He's just completely barren right now as well. They have reinforcements heading on towards the site, but they've been provided so much space for free, doing their due diligence to clear it as well, mind you. That bomb gonna go down pretty early on. Juliano, not sure whether to disrespect that smoke or not. The flashbang is absolutely perfect, and Nia manages to get behind enemy lines, but it's a bloodbath in the kill feed. It's 2v1, make that a 2v0. Third round easily on the board for Guild. Maybe a bit more of a bloodbath than they were hoping for, especially with the buy they're up against. But I think that speaks volumes about Big EQUIPA. We saw Juliano on that pistol in the opening round, and they keep it going.
It's just absolute chaos coming out with these USPs. How did these USPs find 3 kills? They walk through smokes, they walk through flashes, they walk through everything, and they just find 3. It gets close, and that allows Big EQUIPA to finally come in with a substantial bar.
We finally see our first AWP as well coming out here. Now, whether Anna can use it in a big way, we will yet to see. Well, smoked off in window does mean that we've not really had too much action just yet. Pullux taking that position top mid.
I know as part of that new age of AWP RGL combos, I'm still not quite too sure I think about it. I know Cadian's made it like his statement piece. And then we've also got Coyote as well on the AWP and RGL. It's working out for FlyQuest, allowing Goose to get a bit more Goose-like, be a bit more free.
Yeah.
Right now, Ana can't find that impact.
A lot of people have been very hit or miss about it, saying that they can't really concentrate as well as they need to AWP. Some people find that it helps them concentrate a bit more because they're not always in directly the heat of the battle. Talking of the heat of the battle, though, it's now a 4v4. That bomb gonna run away from this B site. Gonna recuperate with teammates. Look at that D7, another kill. We talked about them on the entry, struggling a little bit on their own tenure, Bigger Keeper, but now in Guild, hopefully we see them step up a little bit more. And Ana on that AWP. It's the battle of the Anas on the AWPs here. It's absolutely perfect. And D7 hiding, gets one lot of damage onto Giuliano as well. But 2 kills, they line up for her. And now Nia and Pollux. Bomb down Giuliano. Does look like they want to go for this, but Smoked Off makes it infinitely harder. Smoke is going to fade, but Pollux trained on this angle. The moment they peek, their crosshair placement is not pitch perfect. You may see this round go a little bit sideways. Picks up the AWP. Actually, that's very sneaky.
Well, I was expecting that nade to come out with that sound cue of that weapon dropping. If that nade came in, that soul nade that Nia had, I think Giuliano would have caught it in her hands and may have taken it to the grave.
Potentially, but I like that little shot fired off as well. That little shot at the end fired off through the... It wasn't even through the hole. It was into the wall, but... Very nice round there. D7... Lot of impact with that kill there, but Giuliano, I really want to highlight, Giuliano has been doing a lot of work for this team, having a lot of impact with these kills. Unfortunately, not quite able to solo carry this. Ooh, I like this. Giuliano ahead of the smoke here. Gonna jump down, flashed off the angle, gonna be a little bit of a tussle. D7, difficult fight here. Ooh, I think spotted the shoulder. Gets the kill, it's cold, it's clinical. Falls back as well, and they have the player advantage. Guild, they heard us maybe a little bit worried about them having to step up against a team like Bigger Keeper, and has told us to hold fire on that one.
When D7 was like jiggling around the corner, I think she suspected Giuliano to maybe step up because that crosshair was a bit high, hence why D7 got a big dink to the dome in exchange. Possibly would have come out unscathed, but you can't go unscathed against an AWP. This is a 3-on-4 in favor of Bigger Keeper. And so far, we just got one AK and an AWP. Those are the difference makers so far in this round.
Indeed.
Can they find any more, though?
I hope so. There's still a little bit of time for them to play with here, and Pollux has taken so much space. Has to be careful. Ooh, Jenny. Might hear the footsteps and might have the perfect timing on this as well if they're going to clear her. They do indeed, but she is going to fall. Pollux as well, ready and waiting. Don't know if she spotted the AWP there, but it's ready and waiting for her. The flash, not quite going to catch Xana, but... Just going to hold fire now. Don't pick it, don't do it.
Pollux was there like a Black Friday sale, already at the door, waiting for the shopkeeper of Kiosa to come in to open the door. And it was already there, time to strike and the spray down for the final 2 kills. A 3K in the round, and it's a 5-1 lead for Guild.
Absolutely incredible scenes there. Big just not being able to go for any of these retakes, really. They've been shut down so quickly. Beautiful scenes coming out here as well. I was a little bit worried with those 2 opening kills, but they've said doesn't matter whether we have the player advantage or disadvantage here, we will win. And it's a little bit messy with the spray towards the end there for Pollux, but gets the job done. And if it works, you know?
It just got to that part of the AK spray when it just all of a sudden switches to the other side. Because with how the M4A4 spray, it goes like slightly down to the right and then to the left, and then if it's the A4, it goes a little bit again to the right, but the AK goes down, left, right, and then left, right quickly, and then whatever. It goes a bit ADHD.
It does. The AK is just like me for real. Now...
Affinity, that's what it stands for, AK. Affinity.
Yeah. Affinity and crazy, but spelled incorrectly. Because I am... I don't know if anyone's ever messaged me. I'm awful at spelling, I'll tell you that. But... Looks smoked off here from Cat. Has been an angle that they have played quite a bit. It's taken so much space there, and they've actually decided to post the AWP Xana up there to try stop Pullock's little bit of mischief over towards Cat. For the most part, it works as well. Ooh, Jenny, lovely opening pick there. Although, having said that, we know that the opening kill means not very much to Guild. They thrive in these unconventional situations. Cat having a little poke out of Palace. Not going to be spotting anyone. Taking all their angles. Poorly. Going to see the utility come out. Readies themselves. Has to be careful though, because the players from Ramp have come swinging. Jenny are still alive. Whilst dodging the flash, taken down is Nia. Jenny are still going for more here. Pullocks. We've talked about them being a little bit of a demon in this middle of the map. And Xana there posted, ready to shut her down. And with that AWP, the only one left has to try retrieve that bomb. 1v3 on their hands. There's enemies in front. There's enemies behind. Where do you even look if you're here? Taken down. Battle of the AWPs going big EQUIPA's way. That's a second round on the board for them.
That was quite a dry spell. 5 rounds in a row for Guild. Following the pistol going in favor of Big EQUIPA. And Big EQUIPA finally found their second. It's been a while, but they're here. They're here on Mirage.
They are, and there's still time to recover this as well. 5 rounds on T side for Guild would already be a decent enough half, and they've still got 5 rounds to play. But Big still got a chance to bring this back. I'd like to see them at least even at the half. That'd be quite nice. Ooh, very early onto site. Big have been playing pretty far off site. Jenny R caught the utility out in the open. Flashed as well. That is a rough way to go. And Nia already ready and waiting. You go through this hole. Spotted the leg. Spams them down. That hole has been nicknamed Suicide for a reason. Xana, though, lightning quick on the AWP. Reflexes on point. Juliano as well. We talked being such a monumental player with these multi-kills, and here comes another one. Still alive and kicking. That bomb is down, and they're just going to try stick it as well. But look, so much to do. Gets the first. Spamming desperately through the smoke, and it's a stray bullet that gets it. Oh, it's perfect. And that is another round on the board. Wait. Did they get it in time? Wait, what?
They got it just in time. Juliano got the defuse. Juliano was so low. This is when you want the AK spray to be a bit wild, be a bit crazy. Literally, 1 bullet was all that's needed.
I need to see this
and
again.
The spray control.
I thought they... Look at it.
It's to the left. It's just to the left. It's just not hitting.
And they did literally get the second after. Oh.
See, the bullets are just spraying to the right, and then that 1 bullet just goes to the left. That's the AK spray for you, and it finds its man.
I thought Guild had that. Oh, the stray bullet. I saw it. I saw the kill in the kill feed. Oh, what a way to get another round on the board, though. That's a tough one for Guild. So close. Yet, just not quite far enough. But
deja vu of the pistol. It's literally deja vu of the pistol. Giuliano with the ninja defuse.
The multi-kills as well.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
But Giuliano with the multi-kills as well. Just incredible. Jenny are having a little bit of a look. They know D7 likes to play mid. Whether they're expecting them underpass is another matter. The bullets fired off. They know someone is there now. Spotted. Not taken down, however. Jenny are just going to retreat there. Allowed to get away with their lives. Maybe a little bit of mercy. Bomb looks like it's going to be heading over towards this B site now. Utility exchange. Molly for Van. Sadly, nobody at home. But that will be the reinforcements being called on over. There's a little bit of presence in mid still from D7. Trying to cut off any rotates. Actually going to have a little bit of a sneaky flank potentially here as well. Not the first of the season. Pollux clinical with these kills. Kyosa takes one down in exchange, however. It's the trade coming on through. Nia not going to let that stand, however. The Galil coming out on top. Bomb going down once again. just in the nick of time, and I think the call to save already well been made.
Save onto the AWP after winning the previous round. There's no loss bonus accumulated. So, and look, and the economy on the CT side, on the defender side for Big EQUIPA is just an absolute tatters. Like searching for change in the bottom of your bag.
Now, just going to sit and wait for this bomb timer to tick down. What do you think Big needs to switch up a little bit? What would you like to see them try? Whether you think it'll work or not, what would you like to see them try here, Newt?
I'm not quite too sure, to be honest. Maybe get one player up into Palace a bit earlier, just to kind of negate the chances, because they're leaving these sites just to one sole player. Like here on B, they had just Kiosa, and the rest of the players, I think they had 2 players still on A. There was nothing going on in A. They hadn't rotated yet. There was one in window. And you just had Pullux just walk all the way through Cat and was already there on site. So that just closed the door for any rotations from window to Cat. So get a bit aggressive, maybe. Try close off a side of the map. See, already, we got one player up into Palace already. We got Paulie moving on up. We got players
like spiders,
over towards
isn't
B
it?
apps as well.
It's a bit like spiders, is that you can have your door shut and your windows closed and still somehow they get into your room, you know? That no matter where you're looking and what angles you're holding, Guild have managed to sneak their way past into your backlines as well. And there's just so much map control. Big losing the opening duel here. A little bit of trouble here maybe for Pullux. Trapped up here, top mid. Spotted from both sides, tapped away by Giuliano on the pistol. Mid under their control once again, but at the detriment of A-side. A-side has fallen. And there's not much utility for them to try retake it with. Plenty on the side of Guild to defend it, however.
Pullux did so much work there by just staying up at the top of mid. It took 4 players, 4 bears, to hunt down Pullux, the mouse. Pullux is a little mouse. Have you seen the AK? Nia's got Pullux's AK in her hands. And look at the magic.
Aww,
Do the magic. It only finds one.
They look like stingrays, you know? Little mouse stingrays.
Little mouse, little mouse, the old mouse.
The old mouse, yeah.
The OG logo. We
OG
got
logo.
teased a bit that the logo is coming back for the CS2 Major. They lied. At least we got the Complexity OG logo.
The Complexity jerseys, yeah, they look really good. I said that to my friend. I was like, oh, I'm loving the new Complexity jerseys. And they were like, they're the old ones. And I'm like, yeah, but they're back again. Does that make them new? Because new roster. I'm quite happy that I like that. I would have loved to see more teams do that. Is have their sort of OG sort of jerseys, logos coming back just for an event, you know?
Oh, just for one event at least.
Just as a treat. Ooh, that'd be cool.
Maybe
it's
Team Pitches needs to bring back the Enigma logo. I don't know.
It's something that ESL is really good at their events. Like, I've been to a couple of IEM Colognes, and they have like a merch store with all of the discontinued and old jerseys and stuff that are really cheap. And I'll be honest, my wallet hates every time I step into that section. I'm telling you. One of the old Ents jerseys, absolutely.
It's the new age. Nostalgia is king.
Talking of king, Nia ruling this site with an iron fist. Queen of Mirage, Kit Kat with one. Nia actually going to fall there, but Pullux disrespecting that smoke, going to be punished for it. 3v3 once again on the retake, something we've said so much of. D7 going to fall back. The drop down will have been heard, so they know at least where she is. Jenny R, so much to do there. Player in Palace going to be a difficult one to try wrangle with, but Anna, lovely pick, just Jenny R left. Knows that D7 was over towards the left. Doesn't know where the rest are. Slowly crawling on forward. Takes down D7, knows there's one Palace. Where the last is, it's an Enigma. Has to try get on this defuse though, but I don't think there's any time. Not even going to be able to get out with their life here, I don't think. Double swing. Going to see how much damage they can do with this bomb potentially taking them down. Ooh. Very lucky there that that bomb didn't quite go off, because that radius is nasty, I'm telling you.
I just love how at the end of the round we both in unison just went ooh. Just that sigh of relief. The oof. They got by just at the skin of their teeth.
It's, yeah, got very lucky with that one. But 3-8 Guild already put together a very nice half for themselves as we go into the final round of the first half. Xanath, I like this. Very aggressive play, but punished for it immensely. That is not the way you want to start this final round. Jenny R, so many flashes as well. Would be really nice if they could see anything. And Anna, lightning quick on this AWP. Honed in. Locked into this match. And it's still 5 left alive. Only 3 for the side of Big EQUIPA. Smoked off is Giuliano. Gonna be forced to reposition. And Nia spots the shoulder, takes another one down, and it's all crumbling around. The world collapsing for Big EQUIPA as this map and this half is escaping them. 2v5. I think maybe just going to try pad the stats on this one. The only benefit is that the bomb has not gone down yet, but it is very much heading over towards this B side. But with Giuliano falling, it's just Paulie left to find anything.
Paulie in a 1v5. Let's get this clip.
Are we going to see another ace clutch?
Yep. You're going to get the first onto Anna. Doesn't get the info.
Doesn't spot the info. Doesn't need to, however, because there's 2 people ready and defending in market. That's going to be a 9-3 half. We will have to come back later to find out how this map ends. Welcome back, wonderful people. The scoreline is 9-3 to Guild. Something that maybe we didn't all necessarily see coming, but what a match we have and what an important pistol round lies ahead for Big EQUIPA. Newt, what are you thinking?
Well, I gotta say, Guild have evolved. I really thought that Big EQUIPA, after taking down Team Pigeons on Mirage, they had this game in the bag. And they get 3 rounds on the CT side. 3 rounds on Mirage. The CT side. Guild ran away with it on the T side, so let's see what they do on the CT side now.
Indeed, indeed. And it's a big, important pistol around here for Big EQUIPA. If they lose this, it could be a very short, very shallow half that we see here. Giuliano, going to be the first to exit. D7 holding on. Just looks away at the wrong second, however, attention drawn elsewhere. Kyosa with 1 and Pullux to try return the favor a little bit. 2v4, however, Guild, they're running away with another pistol round. Ooh, Pullux scared a little bit. Here's the bullets on both sides. There's only 2 left, so knows where both are. Lot of damage done there onto Giuliano. Gonna help KitKat out massively there. Every little helps as you chip away with these pistols. That bomb does need to go down at some point, and there is no smoke left for CT, so they have not been tasked with something easy here.
They know where everybody is. Everybody's CT, so it's going to be Jenny R that's going to get up close and personal. Takes 1 down before going down, and KitKat gets that final kill, and it's 10 double digits for Guild as they take the pistol.
We said that was an important one for Big to win, and it's devastating because they don't even get a bomb plant as well, which means there's a little bit of money if they want to force maybe a couple of upgraded pistols, but they can't go into this with the SMG slightly rifle buy that you'd want to see. Try build a half here. Not getting that bomb down hurts quite a lot, so it will be a difficult one to try defend on this one. Guild going to be awarded what should be a relatively, I don't want to say quiet round, but relatively easy round, and it's just going to be trying to stop anybody going into the next round in a body bag here.
We already have Guild playing a bit proactively. They've already got 1 in Palace that's searching around, so no waterfall potential there, but it's going to be an all-out brawl in mid. Shots fired off, and the cavalry comes into mid, but it's all a ruse. We're heading back, or are we?
It's a massive... It's a massive information game here for Guild. Information is so important. Z7 knows what really is important, and it's those frags. Can't have strategy if there's no place to execute said strategy. KitKat gets away with their life as well. Spots 2, knows that they're all going catwalk. Spots the 1 down at the bottom as well of mid. Knows where all 3 are. KitKat ready to punish as well. We said it's an information game. They know where all of these players are at all times. This poking and prodding on the map allows them just to farm up these kills. They are shepherding Big to exactly where they want them to be.
I feel so bad for Big. You know how many times we heard the headshot dink? But it's just Glocks. It does nothing. I think there was like 4 dinks. 2 players got dinked twice.
Oh, cute headshot there. Sadly, not quite good enough.
Oh, bing! Off the top of the dome.
It's a nice noise. I'll give them that. It's a nice noise. It's satisfying when you get a dink. It's just not satisfying when you get a dink and they're still alive, you know?
You gotta get the dink and then the smush noise.
Oh, the dink with the smush, yeah. That's gonna be clipped out of context, isn't it?
Oh no. The dink smoosh.
The dink smoosh. We're gonna refer to it as that now. It's an ESL Impact special. Talking of ESL Impact specials, Pullux. Beautiful kill there. Gonna be Molotoved off, and unfortunately, 3 gun barrels walk directly into you. Are not getting out of that one alive. Smoked off in mid. And Anna gonna fall away as well. Won't be taken down today by those ladder players. Repositioning over towards this B site. And they've been so good at these reads as well. Moving people over at the right times and the right number of people to cover these sites as well. Leaving this A site open, but knowing that there's nobody there.
Big EQUIPA are going to regroup. The 4 bears going to regroup over towards him. Go through T. Maybe go for the pincer maneuver. The double take. 2 players coming in through connector. The final 2 going in through ramp. And we just got 1 here in jungle. It's KitKat. First half, I think like only 2 kills. So it's going to get stuck in the molly and burns away. goes into Anubis. That's the final map. Hopefully we don't get there.
Really lovely shot there. And the bomb down. This is something that we saw Guild so good at, but there's just nobody left for a retake. Have to be careful here, though, because they will be wanting to take away those weapons. There's an AWP in play that they will not want to let get away. Kyosa not quite able to follow that kill up there. D7 just trying to get a little bit of damage done, take a couple of players down, because that means that's one less person hunting down the teammate Nia, trying to take away that AWP. Has to be careful, though, because they're inadvertently running into each other.
Oh, no.
Ooh, lovely quickscope, but that's the information that they're running on over. Has to be careful.
Don't stay there. Don't stay there. Oh, okay, they're not gonna.
Okay, no, that's okay. We're safe. That was a close one there, because we could see them on the mini-map running towards each other. And when teams are trying to save, usually, you know, just how it plays out, they run opposite directions on the map, right? They were walking directly into the warpath of the other. And that's so devastating. When you give up a round to try save, and your opponent says, nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh, but it's kind of weird, because two of the players on Big EQUIPA, they had about 3k or 4k in the bank already, and they didn't decide to go for Ana. They knew, I mean, not Ana, for Nia. They knew exactly where she was. They had a little bit of time left, send in that 1 HP player, got a little money to go into the next and take down that AWP, but alas, that AWP doesn't deter them. They go fast into the A site. He also gets her feet burned a bit.
I was going to say, a little dip in the pool there. Dip in the lava pool. Bomb down again, and there's not really much that can do here. They weren't able to buy too much around this AWP. Couple of deagles and stuff to try support it a bit, but nothing to write home about. Pretty arbitrary round there, I'd say. Pretty simple, cut and dry.
I wonder what flavor gum Ana is chewing on.
I mean, we can ask. Put a tweet out later, just like, I got a quick that'd be quite an interesting one to do. That'd be, because I know you track a lot of stats now. There's two that I think you should track. One, the flavor of gum. I think that should be an interesting one, because maybe there's a performance booster. Maybe, you know, minty flavors helps you focus better. Of course, correlation, not causation. I also, I'm gonna also say, do you think we can go back and have a look at talent predictions and try figure out which of our casting roster has been the most correct?
I remember you mentioning that, and I just don't want to look back because I'm going to look like the worst one. I get most of them wrong.
You can't be any worse than I am. This is why us casting together is brilliant, because we're both so confidently wrong, and it's brilliant. It's a good look on us, I think, you know?
My players,
at least yours is backed up by stats.
Well, I pick through stats, and it's always wrong because I'm always going for the underdog. I always want the underdog to win, so I use my caster's curse, doing a bit of
talking about caster's
echolocation. Get that echolocation. B-Dog was talking about that yesterday. Got that echolocation as soon as she hit that headshot, and just honed on in. Bam.
Exactly. You were literally just talking about caster curses as well, and then, ooh, this is an interesting one. Does Xana have a look up here? Does D7 have a look down here? Ooh, there was a quick little look, but not seen anything stood too far back. Oh, no, don't move forward, D7. Your legs, they're in the window. In the meantime, a little bit of a tussle here in window. And it's Xana and Pauline to win that out. Xana, of course, did have a little bit of a look up. Gonna take down D7. And now 3v3, not for very long, though. Make that a 3v2 with a beautiful headshot from Nia. Here's the drop down there as well. Playing around the bench. Angle wasn't quite right. Does get the kill. Immediate trade coming out from Pauline, though. The weapon switch. Pushing onto site. Has to try get this bomb down. Taps it. Tries to bait them out as well. The spam's going to be good. It's going to get Kit Kat. And now it's just this AWP on Ana. Has been decent enough in the clutches. But has to try win this one out. And Pauline knows this is the AWP. All they have to do is sit and wait for Ana to push in. The AWP, not the best weapon for taking space. Peeks out, however. Loses their life, and there's plenty of time for the defuse.
Ana with just a little smile of glee. Didn't even need to move. Didn't even budge. Knew exactly where Paulie was headed. Read it like a book. Just waited for the kill to come in. Easy peasy as you like it. Because it comes to map point. 12-5
Already?
in favor of Guild. It's going to be needing to be 7 in a row for big if we want to go to overtime.
I was going to say, this doesn't feel real just yet, does it?
No, not at all.
This is not quite how we predicted this map going, but there is one round that stands between Guild and taking, of course, their own map pick, albeit, but still the first map nonetheless. That is step number 1. Of course, going on to map number 2, they do get their choice of side. A nice little advantage. Giuliano, though, going to be spearheading the offensive over towards this B site. E7 tucking themselves in nicely here. That HE grenade going to do numbers. I say that actually, it is not going to do numbers. Everyone managing to aptly dodge out of the way. And they are pushing this catwalk, taking a lot of space here as well. Gonna try pincer this B site. D7 gonna have so much to do here and so many bullets on all angles. Look at that, caught from behind, but that is the call to action. Neo with the first immediate trade, keeping the numbers even, but everyone's here already. Gonna be swarmed, taken down by Paulie. That site gonna fall and it's a retake on the hands. You could see Pollux rushing on over to try help in Kit Kat in apps. Ooh, beautiful shot. That's the AWP gone. And there's 3 people, 3 angles as well to try cover here for big. Paulie, absolutely stellar. Trying to carry this round, and Giuliano and Kiosa with kills apiece. Keep this going. 6 more needed for overtime.
Hopefully we didn't see another little bit of a jump bug. We know there's that jump bug on ASAT Anubis. When jumping up into heaven. I saw Kiosa trying to jump onto the van and did it a couple times. Valve, please fix.
Volvo, please fix.
Volvo, please fix.
Volvo, were you there? I think Valve is a figment of all of our imaginations, just a mass hallucination, you know. We all Mandela affected Valve into existence.
This game just came out of nowhere. It was from another developer. We just call it Valve.
CSGO just disappeared. You know how Flappy Bird was just taken off of the App Store one day? I think that's what happened with CSGO, and somebody released CS2, and we all just assumed that it was Valve. I think that's what happened, and I don't think anyone... there's probably proof that I'm wrong, but I'm going to say, I don't think there's any proof that I'm wrong here.
I can't remember who it was. I saw a video. It might have been 3 Clicks Philip. Somebody, or it might have been Aqua's Missing, maybe. But they played a CSGO port on the Source 2 engine. They like forced it onto the Source 2 engine, and they called it CS2. Well, Counter-Strike, they just called it Counter-Strike Source 2 or something. And they played on it.
That's crazy.
And it was like, what? What's going on? Is this it? Got bamboozled.
Talking bamboozled, Anna has a scout, something that we don't see every day. Been seeing it a lot more this season, I think.
Yeah, we love seeing the scout.
I'll say it. I'm personally not a scout fan.
Really?
I don't like the noise it makes. I think it's too dull. It's not got enough excitement behind it. And I get that they have to ramp that up for the AWP because it is the big green. Also, I just don't know. It just feels kind of eh.
Well, I think like the scout goes with the caliber because the way it looks, it doesn't look like it's a gun to make a big boom.
True.
Like that.
Look at guns that make a big boom. That is a big boom, and an even bigger boom with the nade kill.
It was a boom.
It was a double boom. Boom, boom,
double
boom, boom.
And we got to get a boom from the headshot of the D. Come on, get a boom. That kind of boom.
We need one of those base boosted Vine booms, you know, every time there's like a clutch. Ooh, Kit Kat. Dodging the flash. Taking a peek. How's the angle? Unfortunately, I think just going to back away, choose to save these Deagles. Whether they're allowed to do that is another matter. The scout not quite able to find anything. Giuliano spots the elbow of the last. Kit Kat, not long left for this world. As a 7th round, too big a keeper.
Still map point for Guild, but it was at one point a... What was it at? A 7-round gap? It needed to be 7 in a row?
Been, yeah.
Yeah, it was 7 in a row. Now it's 5. It's I know it's been 2 rounds, but it always gets a bit dicey. So it's just going to be all pistol. So potentially 12 to 8.
12
This
to 8.
is intentional caster's curse. Just so.
And yes, I feel awful. I've cast the curse a lot. I still feel really bad. I think it was week 1, North America. And I cursed the NA game, and then it went until 5:30 in the morning on Freddy's birthday, and I feel also in Kyosa! Out of nowhere, just 3 kills. They neatly
I was just watching the mini-map. I was just watching this caterpillar go through a ramp all the way to T-spawn. I just saw one lone bear just hanging around outside a palace, just staring for a little bit. Just staring, waiting for them all to line up, gets a nice little triple. Had some stats, and Kyosa started very, very slow on this map. I know like one point was like 1 and 7. Kyosa and Kit Kat were like both competing for bottom of the scoreboard at that point. Kit Kat was at 0.
For bottom of the scoreboard.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what you know. What that might be my new custom
That's
stuff.
me.
Competing for the bottom of the scoreboard. Me too, no. Me too.
I always win. I'm the best
I always
at the bottom of the scoreboard.
I think that's the best thing I've heard all day. Talking of big booms, there is the bomb going off in an 8th round. 8th round, sorry. 8th round, yes. What am I on about? 8th round, 4-round gap is what I was trying to say. I'm lost in the source a little bit here because I didn't expect Guild to still be dragging this map out. Big EQUIPA have been fighting for it. Of course, this is their map pick. They don't want to let it go too soon, and they are on the CT side, which, whilst they were on the CT side, which was the more biased side. My brain has just decided to have a little bit of a melt. I'm just blown away by the competing for the bottom of the scoreboard new.
It's just a way of life for me. It's just a way of life.
Pullux competing
As is the life of a connector player. Does find one though, and trades come on in. Still the advantage for Big as they search for their 9th. Near on the back of sight. Need to dance around, but Anna from Market gets one. Kyosa finds one as well. And Anna finds another. It's a 2-on-2 for the map. And both players are disconnected.
The bomb is walking its way over towards ASA. It's more of a brisk, fast walk. Bit of a run over towards A site. Guild will have sort of cottoned onto this in a second. Bomb is going to go down. There is nothing they can do about that. But retake hot on their heels. Yo, so such a lovely angle as well. Going to be a little bit of a thorn in their side. I actually jumped through Anna. I don't think it's going to check it. Spotted. Kyosa going to take down Anna, and they keep this going for one more round. Now only 3 rounds to close it out. I say close out, close up the gap and take us to overtime. This
Starting
is
to get a
not
bit nervous.
expected. And the CT economy, so punishing now. Now that they've lost that momentum, they're having to eco every 2, every 3 rounds. And it's just providing so much opportunity for Big EQUIPA to run away with this. They've snowballed this momentum so hard.
That's what Big Guild did very well in the first half, was just crushing that CT economy early with that win on the 2nd pistol. They did win 5 in a row, and then finally Big EQUIPA found a round, and they found another. But then after that, the economy was just never there the entire rest of the half.
Looks not quite having the same impact that we saw them having in the first half. Gonna need them to step up to keep this going. So many chances still to close this out, and I don't think this will be one of them, because talking closing things out, they are closed out of this site. Taken down. Paulie and Jenny are kill each. Nia just desperately trying to run away with their life. Save that Deagle. Anything they can get is an attribute in the next round. Not even going to go for damage, just running. And Big EQUIPA also doing the same, trying to get out that bomb radius. Having a little bit of a poke and a prod maybe to try find her. Nia, queen of hide and seek.
Ooh, if Jenny up peaks. Oh, spotted Nia. I think she's looking, she's searching, but Nia's not going to budge. Camps down on the couch, sits on down, relaxes for a little bit. And is able to buy that AWP, because she does need to invest into armor, so armor is already cared for. Just needs to upgrade into a helmet. So it drops that off over immediately. Ana's been lights out in this game. I did say at the beginning, we've been wanting to see that impact from that AWP in the hands of Ana. She's got a lot going on her plate. And she's also got to RGL and captain this team to victory. Now she's got that open hand again. Maybe that is the difference maker. So far, she's winning out the AWP duel against Xana.
But it's a really good sign when you're winning these rounds and putting together this sequence of rounds, even off the back of your AWP, maybe not necessarily shining in the way that you would like it to. Because as you said, Xana having a little bit of a quiet map, losing a lot of these AWP duels, but still the team is prevailing. Maybe it's a bit of a ruse, you know, human flashbang, but with the expensive weapon. Really sell it, you know?
Yeah, a bit of a ruse, I was just looking at some of the statistics for Big. They're a lot more favored on the T side. They win about 60% of their T-sided rounds and about 52% CT-sided rounds. So they are more favored towards a T-sided, hence the resurgence on the scoreboard compared to Guild, which are even on both sides. But right now, their CT side's lacking in some departments. They are getting like 2 rounds in a row, just not quite getting that final nail in the coffin to take down Big EQUIPA.
I think that CS2 is a T-sided affair now. The entire game.
Yeah.
I think the economy and, I mean, certainly certain maps as well have changed a little bit. Ooh, bomb gonna go down. And now, retake needed. We've really seen Guild struggle with these retakes. In fact, I don't know if we've seen them get a successful one in, well, this half.
They're gonna go for it. If they do this, this is gonna be interesting for the economy. The next one, Kit does find the opening. Giuliano converts, and Xana finds her opposing AWPer, and it's just gonna be near tail between her legs.
Manchester scavenge the AWP, however. Might not be allowed to get away with it, however. Missed shot. Giuliano is just going to want to spam. And look at that. They're coming from Ticket as well. And that is an 11th round. No AWP. Money is decent for Guilds. There's a couple of players that might struggle a little bit on utility. But Big EQUIPA, overtime, I thought was out of the question. 9-3 half to bring it to every single round of regulation. I'd say you can count them on your hands, but you can't because it's 24 rounds. You can count them on your hands and then a couple of toes as well.
At one point, it was 11-3.
That's insane.
11-3. It's 11-12. We're going all full 24. Big EQUIPA searching. E7 is literally to a rock and hard.
Bunkering down. Oh, luckily it hasn't spread yet. There's still time. Okay, no. Okay, they should be good. Oh, poor D7. Desperately, they try to weasel her out of that angle, and she's just sat there bunkering down, waiting for it all to end. Giuliano going to be the first to jump on out, clearing out, taking so much space. Nia, however, going to get that kill up close and possible with the SMG where it thrives, but also only good for one hit. Ana desperately trying to find something, stop this bomb going down, but with all of the smokes littering the site, there's nothing they can do, nowhere that they can see. Pauline taking a battle from behind, and that's D7 finally taken down. Digits punched on in. Timer now ticking. And overtime comes a knocking. Jenny R being proactive with this, but maybe a little bit over-aggressive, punished for that mistake. Ana, ooh, attention distracted, looks away, but still manages to flick back in time. KitKat going for this, and they've taken down loads of players, but they've still got to get that defuse in. They're tapping it. Pauline, what do you do in the situation? A long defuse having to go in, just spams through both of them, and we're going to overtime.
How do we get in this position? It was 11-3. 11-3, then 12-5. And we find ourselves 12-12. Oh my hat. As we go into overtime, 1 win versus VP Angels. VP take the first map 13-9. But we're still on the first map, baby. We're going all the way.
We are indeed, and I said at the very start of this series that Guild very explosive starts to the maps, but they don't often find a way to keep that momentum going. Poorly hit by the nades. That is 2 health less than is ideal. And it's so good on the AWP. Ooh, not quite able to hit it. The swing so fast. A little bit quicker than the eye could see there.
I need a bit more confirmation on this. That railing, that like bars on the window for B apps.
Yeah.
Can you throw nades through it? I always thought it would bump unless you got it right in between the bars. But I've seen some videos of people doing some lineups through there, and they just throw it straight through. Am I just missing something? Or it's just that's just been in my brain the whole time. It's a Mandela effect. I thought that blocked nades for the entirety of my Counter-Strike career. Or am I just...
Do you know who the 2 people for the job are? Do you know the man for the job on that one? Rops. Rops or no?
Rops.
Rops knows
Maybe I'll ask
about
Nart.
nades.
Because I think I saw it on the Nart Archer video.
Oh, true.
Shout out to Nart.
Struggling a little bit here, losing the place, but look how low the health is on a lot of these guild players. Cat, however, doesn't need health to get the kills. Giuliano, though, gonna make use of it. It's just Xanath that AWP. Now this would have to be one hell of a clutch, but Guild finally break their losing streak, but is it too little too late?
It was 6 in a row in the end. Actually, 7 in a row. Yeah, it was that 7 in a row coming out from Big EQUIPA that brought us into this overtime. Guild finally end that win streak. In overtime, they get their first CT-sided round. They need to make sure that they get every single round in the CT side because they only got 3 rounds in regulation CT side. 3. They need 3 in overtime.
Yeah, there's so much less time, so much less chance. In fairness, the economy situation that was pretty miserable to them. A little less of an issue here in OT.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Trained on the angle. Another missed shot here. Just toying with the food. A little bit chip damage from that grenade. Desperate trying to figure out what to do. Is just going to fall back. Hold from a little bit further away. As is smart, as is the right decision to be making here.
Still a 5v5. We're a minute in. The clock strikes 1 minute. We tick on down. And Big are looking like a big B plant is in order. Everybody off the side this time around. We got one over towards Cave, one in Market. This is going to be quite something. Quite something. Alright. Let's see how that goes. They're going on in. On the cross. Doesn't connect. Goes back searching for more, but it's Nia that finds a double. Honor finally finds Giuliano. Zana stuck in apps. Searching around, get right and get left. But can't get anything.
Is just going to have to fall away a little bit here. And Paulie, not exactly in the greatest position to help. There's no time available for them either. Just hold on to these weapons and hope that Guild don't come hunting you down. But already a massive switch up from what we've seen in regulation going on here.
A massive switch up. And that's what you need to cheer now for Guild. That CT side, regulation, we talked about it before with just 3 rounds. They've gotten 2/3 of their regulation time already in overtime. And they have less rounds. They only get 3 on the CT side. So let's see if they can make it all 3. They win by the clock. Let's see if they can win by absolute carnage. I think some carnage is in order. There we go. Oh no, there's the carnage coming in. And she gets another. Makes it 26. Searching for the 30 bomb.
And is very much on track for it as well. Still alive and kicking in this round. A little bit of a CZ in the back pocket for a rainy day in case of any trouble as well. But not going to be called upon to use it. It's Nia. Going to be closing this out. Anna with another. We talked about that 30 bomb. Only 3 kills away. In all fairness, there might not be many rounds left for them to do it in a big... We've seen them be so incredible on this T side, but it's all just falling apart, losing that steam. And D7 burning alive a little bit, gets the final kill, and that is the first half of overtime done and dusted.
I think going into the next half, yep, possibly immediately
Let's roll.
a tactical timeout. Big got an opportunity here. You got an opportunity. It's literally map point. Unless they don't want to give Guild this time to strategize on what they want to do on the T side. They were very, very strong on the T side. They didn't win the pistol, but winning that second round was vital in them closing out that 11-3. No, wait, was it 11-3? No, 9-3.
9-3, yeah. And they got pushed the pistol right off the back of that, so it was a little bit of a run away for themselves for big. For Guild. Big, massive comeback, but they just haven't been finding it, and they struggled on the CT side. So I'm a little bit worried. We may only have one round left ahead of us. Oops, out on both sides. Anna has been struggling to hit a couple of these shots. What doesn't miss that? Pollux with one of their own as well. It's a 3v5. And they've whittled down the defense so much. This B site very weak. And with Pollux creeping on round, Kosa has to be careful here.
Away. Space.
Okay.
That molly that on the 3 just after that kill denies the repick from Kiosa, allows Pollux to get into ladder room, but gets caught out in the end. Kiosa waits for a time to strike, and strikes while the iron is hot. Still a 3-on-4 at a player disadvantage. But Kiosa wants to start turning the tides. Soul Anchor on B. It's going to have to be a 1v2, possibly a 1v3 on this site.
It is
Oh no, they're
certainly going to have to be something.
You guys got to go. Orly finds D7 lurking over towards A. There's not a lot of time. 15 seconds. That bomb is still in apps. Kiosa can get it done. Just needs to play the time. Wait for that bomb to tick. And Anna finds the kill, but it's 4 seconds. Is there enough time? Yes, there is. A 2-on-2. Anna gets tagged to the wall. Still survives that AWP. Still a major factor.
Indeed.
2 players. The market. Anna finds a third. She gets 30. She gets 31. She closes out 16-12. Guild take their map pick.
That was incredible. They did it for the plot. They threw the second half of the map in regulation so they could win flawlessly in overtime. And that one's got to hurt if you are big EQUIPA. Making such an incredible comeback, but then just dropping the ball, fumbling it a little bit as you go into overtime. But Guild defeating our expectations, taking map number 1, of course, their own map pick, but setting themselves up for a nice little series and taking this stuff full distance.
Going into that overtime, I think that's what they wanted to replicate, their dominance starting out this game. So they're going to start overtime with absolute dominance, not even dropping a single
jealous, but there's decider matches as well to play for. And if you fall behind now, especially with some of the teams that both of them still have to play, that is a worrying prospect. But gonna kick it off with a pistol round. We've seen Guild be pretty damn good with them as well. I think they went 2 for 2 last map, didn't they?
Oh yeah. No, actually, it was Big got the first pistol and Guild got the second. They started off hard.
Oh, they did, because the conversion round.
Yeah, they got 2 in a row and then they made it 11 and then it just
Nice one up.
Yeah.
Purple.
We won't talk about the rest of that half. Because it all went in favor of Big, but overtime did not in the end. So D7 spots a lot. Sees the Grizzly Bears pounding down long. Searching for D7.
They're not gonna push. Yeah. There's not much resistance at all. See the reinforcements already coming on through, but the smokes, the utility that they invested in, so good. Pullux on the flank here might catch Jenny R unaware.
Timing is crucial here. Pullux doesn't strike, just lurking around and lowers. About to emerge as Arna sets up the flash for the team to barrel on in. But the flashes more of them in the process, so the first player goes down. Another, everybody just falls. Big can't get anything. It's just Kiosa left in Divider and Nia with some style, with some flair. A one tap to the dome. Guild find another pistol.
Absolutely incredible scenes there. It was so clean on the retake. And that's exactly what they need, especially starting on CT side. You lose that CT pistol, can be a little bit uncomfortable. They deny a bomb plant as well, which is huge news for them. And look at that, that flight at the end there. Just one bullet, one head, all it takes. It's beautiful. Actually, go to the Was there a bomb plant? Sorry, what am I?
What are you waffling about?
What are you waffling about? But there will be a nice bike. Does mean it can be a little bit competitive. Maybe we see Guild happen to them what they did to Big. A conversion round stolen away from under their noses and will ruin their economy potentially. But it is certainly going to be an interesting round, that is for sure. Anna keeping tight hold of this connector, playing down in the lower echelons of it.
Let's use the first strike. Yeah, everybody's just playing around, just sussing each other out. As Big EQUIPA and Co. head through Subway. I think it's called Subway now. Used to be toilets. But there's a Subway. And Anna is the first to strike. I thought it would be Big EQUIPA, but Anna finds her mark, finds Kiosa. Final player in the last first player to go down here.
Look at that, D7 is only there as an insurance policy as well. Is able to get the kill onto Paulie flashed off, but the two of them keeping this site under their control. Giuliano not quite caught by that nade, not quite landing where it needed to, but Pullux gonna finish off with the A1S. That's a second clean round. And Big, force bite not paying off for them. Their money not looking particularly snazzy right now.
It's actually a bit of a nutty crossfire because normally you would sense that D7 would get first contact from long. But with Pullux getting all these kills over towards long, all the attention was toward that DAS. Just all eyes on DAS. Pullux is there, must go kill. D7 just gets a nice easy kill just to save Pullux and just, there we go. The round is history. Guild take it 2-0. Possibly some more dinks. It's time for Honor to eat.
Exactly.
MP9 looks hungry. Oh,
and this is the feeding ground. Close quarters, maybe not quite there, but Connector is certainly a place where the MP9 can indeed thrive. We've seen a couple of Zeus kills up in Connector as well recently, which maybe not today. Neither of these teams really give off the sort of Zeus tomfoolery vibes. Anna having a little look, doing their due diligence. It's over-aggression, not going to go punish just yet. D7 going to spot so many, gets the first two, isn't able to switch to the sidearm or reload there, but Pullux ready and waiting to pick up the slack. Does manage to pull out the USPS. So many bullets being hailed towards them, and they're not done yet. Anna and KitKat each with one apiece. And that is a clean third one on board against an Eco, but keeping it under control, building their lead. We talked about them as a team that has really explosive starts. But Bigger Keeper, you talked about it, they're a T-sided team. They're a team that enjoys T-side a little bit more. They have a little bit better of a round win percentage on it. But Guild, they just like storming the first opening half, you know?
Yeah. Kios is the only one on the team of Big Keeper to actually find a kill.
Okay.
So trying to find an opening is so crucial for Big Keeper now. But this time around, Ana is nowhere in lowers, so it just allows them to just push on through very, very fast. They read this very well. So they've taken up some space. They're now that part of the map. And that smoke comes in immediately to block any vision from E7. So needs to hunker down in ticket booth.
Exactly.
That's what you'll be a little bit later. By the tickets, by the subway.
It will. I'm hopping on a train later. I've been told that I've got to try and make sure that I don't jinx this, and then the trains can be jinxed instead. Because I have a bit of a jinx. And talking of jinxes, what crazy shenanigans are going on here?
I was kind of lost
gets
for words.
greedy for the weapon. Goes to try pick up the AK, and unfortunately, it's all but a bait. You know those traps where they put something that you want under the box, and then the box closes on top of you? A bit like a mouse trap.
Well, the mouse strikes. Pullux, the mouse strikes for 2. Giuliano lost alive in a 1v3 on the bomb, sitting on it like a goose egg. But Ana strikes, and the egg will get defused.
Goose egg? Goose breeder? This is Europe, though.
What would be who is the European goose breeder? Who do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's anyone quite like Goose Breeder. I've seen her at LAN.
True.
And she's so locked in. The moment she steps into that venue, she's doing stretches, she's doing squats between maps, she's doing the exit. She's really careful on health as well. She's really good about watching her health, which, I'm trying to remember who we were talking to. It was Mads, myself, Goose Breeder, and one of the other we were talking about diets and stuff whilst we were at LAN, and Goose Breeder was not happy with us because I'll put junk in my body. I'm not very cautious. Goose Breeder, no one like her.
You know what happens in junk food? Ana strikes for 2 opening kills. Both players in long 4 and quick succession. So the last 3 players heading towards party, but it is no party right now as they are trailing by 4 rounds still. And this round is looking completely lost.
Tops one.
Indeed. There's not really anywhere they can go that the Guild doesn't already have on lockdown.
Short.
Smoke gonna come out. So I think this looks like a lot of people ready and waiting to defend. Drop downs will have been heard there, I think.
Now you see the players, they're moving around a bit. They did hear them, so they're going to push into that smoke, wait for that smoke to fake. Kiosa is going to get a fright of her life. Potentially, Zana loses the fight against D7, and there we go, Kit Kat watches as the smoke fades, but Jenny off from behind, catches Nia, and nearly catches another, but Kit Kat holds on strong, gets the 2 for fading to the smoke and getting that final one for the backstab. It's still 5-0, Guild, once again, starting off with a win streak.
Indeed. Some of these players, however, I think on an individual level need to be stepping up a bit, because a couple of players struggling to get themselves in the kill feed, struggling to get themselves on the board here. See, Bigger Keeper, 2 players on 0, 2 players on 1 kill. And whilst there is an element of team play that you have to get those kills, we do need to see individuals stepping up and winning these fights as well. Guild, so mechanically on it today.
They've definitely evolved. The Guild roster that I saw, like, they were very good against Astralis with that 13-0. They got a bit dicey on Anubis. They were looking very, very good. I wasn't too confident going into this one because Bigger Keeper, they did tremendously well against Team Pigeons, who are, everybody's like, oh, Nigma. They've got that image. And we saw in the pre-show that Zaz Ace to end off that series against Enterthina. Enterthina, in my opinion, were contenders for reaching the top spot of this group. But now they fall 1-2 now. So the top
They've battled against Guild as well. And that was a crazy match.
Yeah.
Ooh. We talked about mechanicals, and unfortunately, whilst one player can't get it done, Nia will back up. And look at that. They try crunch down on this site, but all of the rifles are lighting up. And that is a 6th round in a row. Big, really struggling. And Guild, it is a CT-sided map, so we do need to see them get maybe a couple more rounds for us to be comfortable. But also, 6 up immediately. Ooh. That one hurts a bit.
Come on, Giuliano. All that experience. Let's see what you got cooking up. Old Faithful Overpass. It's barely changed. It's just the smokes that are a bit different.
Just a little bit.
Some things are a bit visually changed, but there's still party. There's still fountain. There's still a playground. Zana is playing with fire in that playground right now.
You should be allowed to go down the slide. I'm telling you, you should be allowed to go down the slide. Talking of slides, sliding right on into this site. Big are taken down, however. And that is another attempt at site shut down. It's been so good from Guild. And D7, these late pushes from Connector have ruined more than one round here for Big.
Cat alone on site. The rest of the players are blocked off by smokes, and they're still coming in for the rotation. She falls. So it's Anna comes in with a late molly. That could get onto the diffuse.
The nades
Zana,
so
4
low.
HP. 4 HP. Anna comes in strong. Oh, takes her down. It's just Giuliano left, but not for much longer. It's D7 with a wild spray, connects with the head. Giuliano falls, and it's 7 for Guild. The win streak continues. Big yet to answer.
What was that Tech 9 kill? It was zooming round the corner, rails a bullet directly into her head. And, oh, just incredibly well played there. And even when the player advantage wasn't necessarily against them, they are still keeping it cool. 2v2s, they win those. 2v1s, they seem to be winning those as well. 1v1s, you can count on it. But 7 up, that means they've already won at the half, which is a very strong position to be in mentally as well, because you've still got 5 whole rounds to go. 5 rounds to continue this lead further. Now, it is a full buy that they're up against, the T economy allowing a little bit nicer buys and more frequently as well.
Well, I was waiting for Zana to maybe fire back, seeing where those bullet traces were coming from. She was primed and ready to shoot through wood. I think decided against it. Don't want to give away the element of surprise just yet. And D7, these late aggressive pushes just deny parts of the map for Big EQUIPA to try and test later on in the round. So there could be a potential duel against Paulie here. Yes, there is, but Paulie wins out the duel. So that gives away a bit of info. She does take a lot of damage in the process. But Guild are still heading over towards B, and that's where Guild is stacked.
They are indeed. Giuliano, lovely entry kill there. We talked about the entry, Kyosa. It's actually Giuliano that's been doing so much. Kyosa, however, here's us talking about her and steps up in a big way. Anna, the smoke parts. I think she spotted one, but not able to get the shot off here. Repositions, taken down by Kyosa, and that is the first round on the board for Big, keeping 4 alive in the proceeds.
But look at the money. Look at the money for Guild. They've racked up so much cash. They start every round by the bank. I'm sure they're depositing and investing some money in the bank. So just later on the round, they can just collect some just in case. So they're still able to bring that AWP into play. And 6-1 for Anna. 31-15 in the previous. 6-1 start on Overpass. Looking like a good start for the AWPA.
Nice little flashbang there. The smoke's gonna be stopping them finding too much control on this map. Yeah. Stuck between a smoke and a smoke. Jonas has already pushed up so far. Whether they're expecting her, I don't think they were, but Nia still so good. Immediately traded out, however. Giuliano throwing that utility has been one of the front runners on this team, dragging the team through the rounds and hoping to find something. Only one so far. KitKat hiding out in the smoke. Jenny Art coming to help as well. Molotov. Doesn't matter. KitKat.
Just shoot.
Look at the timing. Just looks right the wrong second. Turn around. Gets a second as well. KitKat is on fire. Taken down by Giuliano. And it's just Anna. They know where she is now. Giuliano knows where Anna is. They still have to get that bomb down, however. They still need to retrieve it, even.
Right in the line of sight of Anna, but... Ooh. Giuliano finds the bomb. There's still a bit of time. 35 seconds. But is it enough to get to A? Oh, playing the mind games goes a bit quiet. Makes some noise over to a short tunnel, hoping that Anna will move. But Anna doesn't budge. Does for the flick. Does connect. Both connect, but nobody falls. The mind games still go strong, but the molly doesn't land, but the bullets land. Giuliano finds a second for Big EQUIPA.
So close there. The wrong weapon. The low health as well. That Molotov could so easily have been the death as well. But the shot plucked out of midair. Beautifully done from Big, and they're starting to come back into their own. Maybe a closer round than they would have liked, but who knows? I like that we're seeing some more rounds. They need to continue this up, though. They managed to break the economy of Guild here, and Guild, that we talked about timeouts before, something that we really didn't see Big EQUIPA utilizing when we thought maybe they could use one. They have lost these 2 rounds, their economy broken, and they've immediately called a timeout to discuss what happens. I really like this from them.
Yeah, they've been on a hot streak. But as soon as you start losing rounds and you've been having so much success, it comes to the question, what did you do differently? And it's fresh. So what did you do in that round that just wasn't right? But like, KitKat did everything right. Was in that smoke. Jenny R, if... like in our perception, we have X-ray. We can literally see KitKat in the smoke. Genial was just crosshairs on KitKat the whole time, and that flash just comes in at the perfect time for KitKat just to walk on past, get a double. It's just Giuliano left, and the experience favors the bold.
It does.
Ooh,
caught on the door. Door stuck. Door stuck.
Door stuck, but then no
Jenny
chickens on
Art
overpass.
stuck as well. Oh, gets the first as well, spamming with the pistol, gets the second, picks up the AK as well, and look at that, the team coming on through to help out. Jenny R holding on. The desperate pistol spam is incredible.
The Glock spray comes in clutch. For once, the Glock does some work. Just get these 2 kills, get a wild spray, and then door stuck. And that, ooh, with that little flare of the burst fire. Always a bit of disrespect.
Now, Guild, they've desperately got to try to keep hold of this half and this map. T7, very aggressive, has to be careful because if that smoke fades, they are in a lot of trouble. Manages to just creep around the outside, gets the first kill. Ooh, not quite able to switch out for the AWP there. If they just kept hold of the rifle, maybe a different story, but that is not how this script goes. 4v4, and so much information, however.
Xana yet to meet the scoreboard with an AWP kill, and an AWP kill, and a kill regardless. So for Xana to go down, you need your AWP player to be in full zone. And right now, she hasn't had the AWP in her hand for as long as she wants to try and get used to it a bit. It's the big green, it just doesn't come out swinging. It ramps up. And it gets cooking. As this execute comes in cooking, and ooh, Anna from the backline, but with an AWP. Oh, missed the shot, missed the time. He gets a bit trigger happy. But Pullux is here to save the day. And everybody falls.
They break the momentum. They break the round streak that Big had building. And that's something that they really struggled with over on map number 1, of course, Mirage, is once Big got going, they couldn't find a way to get them to stop. And it was exactly the same situation. Big on the back foot on T-side guild, upper hand, CT side, and they just couldn't find this momentum. It just kept slipping between their fingers time and time again, and it is so good to see that they are not letting history repeat itself again.
History repeats itself again. It's 83, possibly 93, and that's what was the scoreline in the first half. I mean, the first half of the last game of Mirage. So we gotta wait and see how this turns out.
The nade stack. Kit Kat getting caught more by that from what we could see on the face cam than any of Big EQUIPA. But player disadvantage. A little bit of damage done onto Nia. Kit Kat gonna have to be careful because Kyosa coming around this corner. It's all gonna be a matter of timing. Jenny R as well. Here's that there's one. Ooh, might have noticed that there's a second. Tries to get the nade off. Caught, however, with utility out and pants down. Anna trying to find something. Gets two back to back. Trying to make this competitive. Turns to the CZ, but can't quite keep it going. But that is a 4-8 half. We will see how this continues in half number 2. Another dominant first half coming out here from Guild, but will they be able to keep this fire behind their eyes lit as we go into the second half of what could potentially be our second and final map of this series?
Yeah, the odds are favoring Guild, and I'm favoring Guild at this point. It's been tremendous showings from Guild, but they do get those early round, like those early half resurgences. They get so many rounds on the board. It's just closing out the game is a bit of a struggle for them. And right now, Jenny R. Let's go. Jenny R with the double. Well blind. Finds ahead, and D7 trying to even the odds.
They're doing a good job. Ooh. Lovely dinks coming on out, and D7, as you said, even in the odds, and does indeed even the scoreboard here. Spam for a little bit more. So much damage done. Not quite able to finish out onto Xana there. But again, so much done. Low HP on two of these players, and against the pistols, kind of farms.
They need to isolate this low HP player, so get up close with the Glock or the P250. Easy pickings for Xana. And they're going into the site with the two lower HP players. So Jenny R is here as well, but all the way locked down in bank. And we got Xana on dice, literally rolling the dice, and pulls out Snake Eyes. It's not favorable. The bomb gets plotted down, a 2-on-2. Jenny R stuck in a smoke, trying to lurk around as Kiosa peeks on up behind Dumpster. Like Oscar the Grouch. Get out of my house.
And Nia with the D20 there. Just to close out the round, you may proceed, Travelers. And that is a 9th round and a third of 4 pistol rounds for them as well. Their quest to get themselves to, of course, DreamHack Dallas.
Okay, Jenny, okay.
Through that
first
smoke,
kill,
yeah.
that first kill, not allowed. Not allowed. Not allowed.
Nope, not allowed.
Not allowed. It's going to be full pistols, and they're going to go aggressive over towards mid. We got 2 players here primed and ready. The nade comes in, but it just does 4 damage to Giuliano, the head of the pack. The head of the snake that's forming.
It's conga line. Come on, shake your body, baby, do the conga.
Come on, shake your body to do that conga. Yeah.
Oh, and look at that.
Kit Kat destroys from the back lines. D7 getting the final 2. And it's 10. Double digits for Guild.
A match pause, which may lead us to believe that maybe there is a technical issue. Maybe they congaed too hard.
Too much conga.
Too much conga. You know, too much conga. Doctors tell you that there is a safe limit of conga, and if you exceed the safe limit, it can have detrimental effects on your vibes. You know.
Oh, can't have that.
Have you ever congaed too hard?
But I must conga. No, you can't conga hard enough.
Born to stack site. Born to gamble stack site. Forced to conga line through mid.
D7, I like that flavor. Nice choice.
Ooh, which flavor?
I've actually got that flavor right behind me as well. I'm going to take a sip as well in honor of D7.
Which is it?
The Monster Energy Mucho Loco.
Mucho Loco.
She going loco. It's mango.
Oh, see, I'm an ultra black person. I'm a cherry flavored for the win. And then maybe the mango sugar free if that's not available, you know?
Oh.
But yeah, it's just good enough. I mean, I've worked in esports long enough that I've worked my way through the Monster Energy selection. It was advice actually that Mr. Grimmy Rana himself, Freddie, gave me when I started working as a caster. He said that like caffeine will be your best friend, and I was like,
oh yes,
okay, thank you. He was like, everyone in esports has relied on caffeine at some point for some event, and if they haven't, then I envy them. And I was like,
we got a bit of a Star Wars fan.
R2D2, and there's a little stormtrooper there in.
We got a Mandalorian as well. We got a stormtrooper helmet.
Oh, there's a Grogu pop figure in the background.
Grogu. Yeah, we like the little Grogu. We got a little Charizard as well, and I see we got a little doggo on top of the PC. And I know,
Dog cam,
if I remember
dog
correctly,
cam.
Xana has some very cute doggos. Very,
I
very
know
cute doggos.
we've seen some really cute dogs. Dog cam is very much something that we here at ESL Impact love. We see a doggo, we go mad because they're cute animals, you know?
Yeah, before the show went live, I was just watching the feed. So we have a little feed that we get to see what we're actually viewing right now. And before the games even started, before the live stream even started, guess what video was playing? It was Ashy and her dog.
Ash and the
doing
dog.
the APM, the arms per minute thing. And I was like, oh, yes, we like it. We also got
Little deer in the
Milo's
background.
dog, Hilma, as well.
Aw.
Got appearance there as well. And then we've got Bailey. We've all heard of Bailey. Everybody knows Goosebeater's
Okay.
little pupper, Bailey, but we still haven't seen Bailey. And I'm very sad.
I'm gonna ask something of the Liquipedia admins of the world out there. I think we should be able to add the dogs as mascots onto the Liquipedia pages. That's all
Yes.
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is
110%.
we need to rep the true heroes behind ESL Impact. The cute puppers that provide emotional support during tech breaks. And before games, and after games, and between games. The true unsung heroes that they've got not a clue what Counter-Strike is, but they're
Yeah.
just here for a good time, you know?
Well, we
What
talk a
you
lot
at
about
home?
the
What about
doggos.
Twitch chat?
Yeah, what
Does
about
anyone
Twitch
at
chat?
home-
What do you got?
Yeah, you tell us about your puppers. Tell us. All cats. I'm a big cat fan. Maybe some of you have if you have ferrets, you're my new best friend. Ferrets are adorable. I was a pet chameleon sort of person. I had a pet chameleon for a while, which is kind of crazy.
Ooh, how did you find it? Just
well,
disappear. It would just
No,
disappear.
I got a pet one from a pet store, but I lived in the Mediterranean for a while. I lived in Cyprus, and we found one outside, and we took it in because we found it just in the middle of the road. And unfortunately, it was not long for this world. But when I moved back to England, I bought a chameleon, and he was very cute. He sat on my head while I did homework. What about you, Nu? Are you? Actually, I also have a dog at home, which I probably. I love my dog.
yes.
The chameleon's slightly more interesting. But what about you? Do you have any pets?
I do have a pet at my parents' house. I got a Rhodesian Ridgeback called Toby. He still thinks he's a puppy, but he is absolutely massive and very, very strong. And whenever he sees me, he wants to always jump on me, and his paws are absolutely massive. I've got very big hands, and his paws just barely fit in my hands.
Newt Nil Puppy One.
Newt Nil Puppy One. And he tears me up. And then where I stay with a bunch of housemates, we got two dogs. We got Bruno and Max. I don't know
Bruno
what breed they are,
and
but they're the little doggies. And Bruno is just the absolute cutest. He's got a little black doggy. He's just so adorable. He's always got such a playful attitude. You throw a ball for him, he goes absolutely wild. And like we were talking about cats, Pullux. If you don't know everybody, Pullux has got some two cute cats. Absolutely adorable. She posts them everywhere. But they're
I
like
love
splitting image of her as well. It's just like
I
ooh,
need Twitter accounts for all of these pets. Because we see
Yeah, we just need-
all of these pro
yeah.
players have their accounts and they post about the games they're playing. I need pet accounts. Because I follow one on Twitter, which is just a red panda every hour. And it's just a bot that posts a picture of a red panda every hour. And I love it. I will load up Twitter once an hour to see the red panda. What a world we live in. What a world we live in where we have automated Twitter bots that post red pandas.
it's automated serotonin. It's like inject yourself with some serotonin by the hour. You just need your hourly serotonin to get you through
For
the day.
legal reasons and health and safety reasons, please do not inject yourself with serotonin. I've heard that
this
is a
is
very
not medical
dangerous thing
advice.
to do. Yeah, we are not doctors. We are doctors of Counter-Strike, not of medicine. And even then, I feel like I think I might have dropped out of my doctorate in Counter-Strike preemptively. I've not quite reached your level of strat tracking. Stat tracking? Strats and stats. You're the stat man, strat man, swag man.
I'm the old man. Swag man. Oh yeah. I'm the swag
I mean, the
man.
bow tie, swaggiest of them all.
Oh yes.
I wish I could pull off a bow tie. I don't know. How do you tie a bow tie? You'll have to teach us sometime. I feel like that's a content piece.
You think I know
Newt
how to tie a
teaches you-
tie? I'm just
Or is
about
it
to
just
break
a
the illusion for
pre-done one?
everybody. These are just like snap-on ties. I mean, bow ties. There is no way I can.
Maybe
I'm sorry,
that's the
everybody.
content piece then. Newt learns to tie a tie.
Well, I know how to tie a tie, but a bow tie,
tie.
on the other hand, is a bit of a weird one. I still
bit of a
remember
unique
because I never knew how to learn. I never learned how to tie a tie, and I go into high school and we wear school uniforms. So I had my tar, and I think I had one of the teachers do it for me, a good mate of mine in the end. And then my other history teacher, so our history teacher just stated a quote or like a statement, a part of like a history fact. And I said, sorry, sir, it's actually this year or whatever. And he said, another word for smarty pants. And then he yanked my tar and it destroyed it. And I was petrified. I'm in grade 8. I've never known how to tie a tar. And you get in trouble if your tar is not tarred. So, yeah, that was a bit of a... I had to learn how to tie a tie.
We've said this before. We've said that. I'll say it again. And I've got the tweet still in my Twitter drafts. Is nobody protect... I will protect Newt with my life. I mean, this whole shebang doesn't run smoothly without Newt. Like, who do you think does all of the cool stats? Is this guy right here, you know? Newt's awesome. And,
no Newt, no
also,
stats. That's how it is.
Yeah, no Newt, no stats. And a world without stats... I mean, I'm really bad at maths, so if they came to me and be like, Affinity, you're up, you're stats person now, I would cry. I would just, on camera, tears bawling down my face. Me and the maths don't get along. Me and spelling don't get along. I'm just a very confused person at all hours of the day, you know?
But that'll give some variety, give some spunk. Give some spunk in your life. And we're going to get back into the action. Here we go. So everything's all fixed on up. Raring to go as Big EQUIPA search for a 6-round deficit. They got to pick up the missing pieces, see if they can try and turn the tides on this map, because right now Guild are literally running away with it. Goldilocks eating all the porridge. Ooh, the early utility damage.
Spam through the smoke, not going to yield any results for Anna just yet. See, they're making a lot of progress up towards long as well. Anna holding fire a little bit. You're waiting for that connector play. Of course, D7 was that connector player on the other half. Had been incredible at it as well. But now, have to see the same coming out from Big and Xana. Very tight angle here. Going to be a slightly difficult one to clear. 7 slowly peeking the head round. Ooh, not quite going to spot them in time. Will be the first body to hit the ground.
Gianna gets that info and immediately rotates back to side. Wants to be in the safe zone because she's taken some hefty damage, and with this Mac 10 and these galils up close, that could spell for devastation for Juliana because already most of the health and HP are gone.
Exactly. That gun barrel is very pointy and very sticky out.
Oh, she comes out on top and she finds a double.
That's huge. And Anna so low on the health as well. Juliana almost getting another, and now it's just KitKat in the 1v4. They don't know where she is, and she's managed to slip through the cracks a little bit, but Xana ready and awaiting them. That is a 5th round 2. Big EQUIPA still have to double the number of rounds they've got so far to even go even and keep this game going.
Well, whatever happened in that tick pause, I think Guild want to revert it back, please. Turn it back. Put it back. Put it back. Whatever was broken, make it broken again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. What did we fix? What did we fix?
Whatever they did fix. I think Guild want to break it again. Maybe break the economy a big EQUIPA because they get spiked into some rifles this time around. Again, and it's just going to be pistols for Guild.
Lovely opening pick there, albeit it's just the Tech 9s. They can be very powerful. They go quite slowly, which with the Tech 9s maybe not always necessarily the most advanced strategy. But they've held fire a little bit. Usually when we see these Tech 9s, we like to see the firepower with the overwhelmingness of them. And here we go. They burst onto site, but Jenny and Paulie gonna mow them down there, trying to find something, anything, but it'll be a flawless round for Big EQUIPA. Guild sent into the next round packing.
And we're getting kind of the same story of Barrage. We get Guild taking the early lead. At one point they were 10. Yeah, they were 10 and 4. 10 and 4, and now it's been 2 in a row from Big EQUIPA. I know it's... And again, I think even in the last map, they Big Keeper won 2 rounds, and we're already like, okay, this is getting a bit, maybe something is about to happen. And something is happening right now. Big Keeper are about to gain into that momentum, get onto that train, head on into that subway train, and they're booking a ticket to Dallas.
Indeed, they are. Still have to try close this one out, though, and it gets a little bit worrying when Big Keeper start building that momentum. Look how much utility they still have available to them. Guild hanging on to a few bits and pieces, but really it's a bit uneven footing here.
Guild, we're going to try and search for some opening kills, some more opening frags. They've been leading the charge in opening duels right now, and that's quite a large part of their success. But so far in these later rounds from the CTs, it's an all Bigger Keeper coming up strong. As again, Bigger Keeper find the opening kill, so it's a 4v5 for Guild. And they're scratching their heads. They were opting to go towards A, all dependent on that lurk around from D7 over towards long. Anna tries to replace D7's presence. Push over towards long, so she's gonna 1v2 on the side. Ooh, nearly gets the first. Juliana survives with just 10 HP, doesn't need the assistance of Jenny R.
Looks like they're already over at this B site as well. Bullets come heading down. KitKat good for one. Pollux as well, but 2v3 in the health is so low here. The timer even lower. No time to get that bomb down, and it will just be another round conceded. 7 on the board for Big Keeper. A Guild, I really want to see this early firepower coming out from the Gen. I want to see them storm a site like we've seen them do so much this series. They're playing it a little bit more passively, and it's just not working out for them because Big Keeper, once they get set in these positions and once they get comfortable, they are so difficult to eradicate.
Oh, that's an interesting buy coming out from Guild. So we got 2 hero AKs. 2 hero AKs, so it's just going to be all these AKs now. They're going to be aggressive over towards mid. Deny Juliana that early info, and skeet shooting D7 out of the air. Pollux makes that AK sing, finds the first, but Xana coming in from the backlines for the backstab, finds the first of Anna. Jenny L trying to pick up the pieces. Nobody's here on side, so it needs to play around Optimus. And up close, takes down the bomb carrier.
And they just clean up house. Those 2 AKs not finding any of the impact that we'd like to see them have. And that bomb, they ran in with it as well. And whether they knew that was going to be a round that they weren't winning, or they were playing, dare I say, a little fast and loose with their lives and with their scoreline. But that bomb went down in a nigh-on unretrievable situation and location. Now, we did talk about wanting to see the firepower. We see it maybe a little bit less calculated than we would like, but we move. They've got weapons, albeit not necessarily great weapons, but weapons nonetheless, and a little bit of utility to back it up. They're building up that economy in the background. They're setting themselves up for the rest of this map.
Jenny R again with the opening kill, and it puts Guild again back into that 4v5 situation. Pollux just takes a hefty nade damage as well. Boost comes up. Oh, and the sound cue is heard, so the element of surprise is gone.
They still have time to move away, try hit a different site, try weasel their way on. Plenty of time, minute and a bit on the clock. But they've not got much map control at all here. That connector player will just allow them to carefully find some space up towards Banana, but player's already rotating on up towards A. Zana, so good with the AWP this half. Maybe not necessarily shown on the scoreline there, but the presence alone being deterrent enough.
Guild are more trying to make a play than rather letting a play happen. And it doesn't work in that sort of situation. If you try to make a play happen, it just gets so crazy in the opening stages. But this play is working out mighty fine. Once again, Costa Curse coming up clutch. It's a 2-on-3, low HP for Pollux and D7. But the molly comes in and denies Poorly from pushing through bank.
You were speaking of crazy, and then crazy happened. Bomb down, something they have definitely not been great at recently. But the retake so difficult on D7, so cold, so clinical. Last player coming up via dumpster, and it's going to be a problem because so many eyes spotted. Has to fight on either side. That timer running low, gets the kill on D7, spams away, but that timer not in their favor. Moves forward, taken down by Pollux. They break the round streak momentum, 11 on the board, inching themselves closer and closer to taking a series that at least you and I thought they had no business winning.
I kept talking about how they're trying to make plays happen. It's all about those early stages of the round. Guild lose a player within seconds of the round. And it's just them pushing everywhere, and they were pushing over towards water as well, and just nothing was working there. Then they decide, okay, let's just hold on for a second. Let's just recoup. Let's go A. And the A execute comes in, and it works perfectly. With a bit of chaos coming out from D7. And that is the magic.
It is the magic indeed. We need to see them keep this spark alive, however. I like this move from Paulie. I like that little angle for them. Not many people are heading over on that way just yet, though. Taking connect control, something that D7 was so good at holding onto on their CT side. At Xana, going to be a problem for them. This peak is going to have to be swift. And it's not quite swift enough. Xana with one Pollux to trade, however, but on the other side of the map, over there by Playground, the end of Long Juliana gets the kill to swing it in their favor. Switches over to the AK, and everything quiets down for a second again. Juliana gonna have to be careful, though, because there's a player ready and waiting. It's the AWP of Anna, up close, up personal, in her space. Equalizing kill. The team regroup. And Paulie gonna have to be careful of Connector. Lovely position here. Work their way into the corner. Gonna be very difficult to clear here. Gets the first. Immediately traded by Pollux, 2v2. Kyosa with that utility to try slow them down, to try whittle them away. And that HE whittling away the HP of both of them. Molotov going to be burning near alive. She's not going to be able to get the smoke out in time. Now it's a 1v2. The bomb is down, but has to try to keep hold of it. Location is known, taken down. So much time for the defusers to be on true, and that's big with a 9th round and a little bit of team damage to sprinkle on top.
Nia going in with the reverse Olaf, but instead of defusing, she's planting in the Molotov.
If she just jumped out the way, the likelihood is she would have lived as well. That's the devastating part. But unfortunately, tries to pull the smoke out. There's just not the time. There's a fun fact. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's something that I've heard a couple of people say, and I need to check. But I've heard a couple of people say that one of Olaf's teammates did in fact have a smoke to throw on that bomb, and just chose not to. I don't know how true that is. You'd have to go back and look at the demo.
I think it was a bit, because that was within the final few seconds of the molly. I mean, the final few seconds of the bomb, so it would have been pointless anyway.
Would have been pointless anyway, but
through the smoke. I don't know, but possibly there is, but we haven't finished this map yet.
True.
But VP take the series 2-0, getting the final map 13-8 against One Wing Gang.
13-8.
So it was a 13-9 and 13-8. Nice.
Set up a good fight there, definitely. That's good to see.
Yeah.
This does mean that the South American teams playing tonight will be getting themselves ready and warming up nicely. But here on Overpass, Jenny R with the opening pick. They've been so good at getting these opening kills. But immediate trades back, 3v3 now to make that a 2v3. So much still to do, and the nades raining down. The H, been whittling them away. Pollux does manage to get the bomb down this time, and Anna manages to get the kill, and teammate traded out, however. 100 HP to do it, 2 players to do it against. Gets the first, has to get the kill on the defuser. Spam, has to be careful, going to peek around the side, tries to adjust the aim, isn't going to be able to, and that's going to be the defuse coming on out. The economy of Guild looking miserable as well. Maybe not miserable, that's maybe not the right word for it, but it's still not looking where they'd like it to be. And Guild close up the gap once again, and there's still a chance that they take this in regulation.
Potentially, Big EQUIPA coming in with a comeback, and here's the tactical timer coming in for Guild. So that round I'm very, very impressed by Guild in their mid-round. They lose their opening duel. I think they lose a second player, so it's a 3-on-5 potentially. And then there we go, 3-on-5, and then it's just absolute chaos with Ana, Pullux, everybody D7, all combining for frags and actually getting that bomb down. It just comes down to the 1v1, and Giuliano knows she's got a lot of time to play with on the bomb, and Ana's going to get a bit trigger happy, so starts spraying to the smoke and just walks on by to the next to the smoke and just say, "Oh, hello, Ana. Are you out of ammo? Well, I've still got bullets in my AK." Kablam! Then goes in for the DPs.
Indeed. But I just want to say Jenny R on these opening kills. Jenny R has been stellar. Again, opening picks left, right, and center that they've been able to, even when the trades have immediately come through, getting the opening kill puts you in that advantage, puts you in that favor. And maybe we see that happening again. We're going to need to see D7 step up. We talked about her stats for entries at the beginning of the series and how maybe they were struggling a little bit whilst she was IGLing over on Bigger Keeper herself. We will need to see them step up, however.
Ooh.
Lovely nade damage.
That's a nice nade stack coming in from water. Goes all the way to monster, because normally you get like just throw a nade through into monster, but the double setup comes in clutch. 45's one, but Nia and Ana take them all down. Monster closed.
That was crazy how they wrapped around to try find the player in the smoke, and a little bit of team damage in there as well. A couple of bullets tickling, but making sure that kill came through. And that will be a difficult retake. A couple of these players looking a little bit squishier, but also health still really good. And the money not good for Big. They will probably just want to keep hold of these weapons and go for the final round. Go for overtime again.
OT pass.
OT pass?
OT pass. OT pass. OT pass.
Poor Productions just like, oh, not a second overtime already. We're only on region number 1 of the day.
Well, actually,
North America always goes to like 3 maps and overtimes as well.
Yeah. There's something about North America and overtimes. They just love it.
How late were you up last night, Nick? What time did you actually get to sleep?
We finished up at about 5:30 for me. Then I got into bed and then woke up.
Can I get an F in chat for Newt's sleep schedule, please?
Yeah. Woke up
we pay some respect
2.5 hours later, went to work. It was lovely.
How long were you at work for?
Until 5:30 this afternoon.
Holy moly.
Yeah, holy moly. Holy
You're on
moly.
2 hours of sleep and you're casting 2 regions tonight, mister.
Oh yeah, but this gives me so much energy, so much hype.
Oh, that's
I was
good,
feeling
because
all
it's good
down this whole day. Yeah.
Well,
It's exciting, these close matches.
enough of the bad vibes. Good vibes only here, Newt. You and I, we've got the energy to keep this going. Potentially 1 round more, potentially 2 overtime and a 3rd map if we see it. This opening pick going to be so important, and there's not a whole deal of weaponry and utility available. Nia going to be so crucial here. Gets the opening pick as well. This could be the beginning of the end, and that's a 2nd kill for Nia. Goes charging on forwards. The flashbang's so perfect, but it pulls up the pistol. Kyosa's going to get 1, but it's just Giuliano left to defend this map, this series, this round. It's all on her. The Molotov, the sound cue's heard. The bomb goes down. She's backed into a corner, mollied out, mollied back, naded to Kingdom Come as they close in around her. The flames dancing at her feet, and that is the sound of the series calling. Giuliano peeking on round spots 1, peaked by 3, and that is the map, that is the series. Guild take down Big EQUIPA in what is an absolutely stellar display.
What a series. The first map looked like it was just going to be clean and cutthroat. Guild taking it to overtime. Big EQUIPA trying to claw back, but it was Guild